Hi guys, Sky here and welcome back to Biathlon Champion. Today we'll be playing some career mode. Yes, I finally decided that it is time to show you how career mode in this game looks. I think I played enough of NGL to know about how it works, so it will be funny to jump into the other games to see what has changed in the meantime. I will be playing on the 2014-15 mode I made with Fantasy, but I did make myself a preset with 30 athletes. The reason is, it's not my first time actually trying out the career mode. So I kinda know that there are only 30 artists that can be active at the same time, and that sadly stats are ignored. So there's also I think that I'm thinking about doing a custom season in an Excel spreadsheet, but this one will come a bit later depending on how much time I have. So let's jump straight into the career mode. I'm going to try to create a save. Oh, I can actually name a save. Alright, great. I'll be very original with my name. Alright, so I'll be naming myself probably like I did the athletes in the database, so I was starting with last name then first name. As a fun fact, I will tell you that by default the original dresses are not replaced because they're also related to the faces. So if you want to use like a custom dress version, so like, for example like I do with Poland, I strongly suggest you extract the pack 1, go into textures players and replace dress 5 with whichever country you want to use and pray that it works. I think I'll be running on fishers because it makes sense. I think coordinates also 5 also fits. Which card do I want? Definitely not this one. Right. I think I will pick this one, and actually yeah, different models have different faces. Oh yeah, I forgot. Which model do I want? I think 4 is not bad. I think I will stay with model 4, and I think we're gonna leave phase 1. Alright, my athletes, and let's go. So cornering for everyone in the best is 65, and I will keep it as such. I will be playing on hard difficulty with maximum athletes available. I will also give myself 65 heartbeat. Trust me, it's gonna be very important that I do. I don't have enough points, alright. 48, 48, 48, 48, and 48. Alright. I think I'm going to spread my stats like this. Maybe I'm going to reduce the heartbeat a little bit and improve power, climbing, and skiing. Yes, I'm running this set of stats. Heartbeat is very important for this game. Trust me, I know, I played it a little bit. Cornering 65, it's a basic cornering, everybody has seen the DB, so I will be trying to make it as fair as possible. And let's start. Alright, so here we have some calendar, we have basically some preparation time and money. This season we can see all tracks I will be doing expanded pursuit in Ostersund trainings. Now, I cannot afford anything from these trainings. Exhibitions, I can afford exhibitions, but I don't think I am good enough to actually do the exhibitions. Now, tourism increases my power and condition, my heart rate and power, so I'd say sauna is very worth it. The only thing is that I don't need to actually break in the results because, fun fact, if you don't be good at results, you are not making money. So yeah, statistics, this is everything. I think this is basically everything I could have done. I'm not going to overspend my money by accident, so let's see, we'll be playing on track 2 on sprint. I don't really like that. Though again, this track is much worse for the pursuit because of the climbing section at the beginning. So maybe it's for the better. I don't know. We're gonna see. And nothing improved. Amazing. So let's see what the stat distribution will be in this save. I do have the most important athletes from the season, including some extra athletes just to have every country in the DB in the top 30. And there's one person who will be missing. I don't know who it is though. I have not grown up during watching this season, so maybe someone will point it out in the comments. Also, I will probably not be showing you the entire skiing because let's face it, it's gonna be like 3 minutes per lap. but probably doing the more important parts. So let's start our career mode with the start in the Ostersund track version number 2. And looks like Pływacik is one of the fastest people in the opening. Oh, I wish they were this fast that year. Also, yeah, these are very steep climbs, and trust me, pursuits are the only races in this game that do have 5 laps, and surviving 5 laps with this shit of an athlete is something else. You see, the heart rate popped up. You don't want it to be a really pleasant thing because it does use your stamina and it's very hard to get rid of. Also, the stamina regenerates in this game, but it's very slow, so it's very much better to just not use it at all. Come on, stop bothering me. Also, I will try my best not to hold my breath during shooting just to make my life a bit more miserable, because might as well. And it looks like we are 9th on the first time check. I am kinda happy with that. We are using stamina. I love how the dashboard pops up and it blocks your view for whether you're using stamina or not, so I have to completely guess whether I'm actually regenerating or not, and from what I see, I have used some stamina, which I didn't want to use, so I'm fucked. Oh my god, you're still using stamina. I forgot how hard it was. Let's see if I can do full push on the shooting range. I think if I can, if I remember correctly, yeah, looks like I can. Alright, shooting 1. Shooting from the first shooting box. I hope this is a... Alright, great, clean. Alright, clean first shooting, basically everything I wanted. Let's see how good of a position this will be. I'm hoping for a top 5. I'm not even close. I'm 10th. 22 seconds. Ouch. How did I lose 22 seconds in this short loop? Then again, probably gonna have to see somebody who's already like 2 minutes behind, so I wonder how they lost that time. Yeah, actually, Shippuden can't feel my air when they would not have been worse than Ahi Toivonen, and yet they're there. And Kazat somehow lost 2 minutes and 20 seconds already. I have no idea how he done that, but it really reminds me of certain people IRL. Come on, drop. I'm going to have to go 3 kilometers an hour for this uphill for it to stop. Oh my god, I can't even speed up. But and somehow we still moved up to 7th. And we grabbed 3 seconds on the track. I don't ask me how this happens, it just does. Alright, this section will be really painful because I don't want to use stamina, I need it for the final lap. And, you know, it's just pain. Having to go this slow or else you'll be using stamina. You see, I cannot even speed up. This is why pursuits are so hard in this career mode, because you cannot use your stamina or else you die. But if you're not using your stamina, then you're going very slow. Oh, it's great. 10 out of 10. With this, I think we can make a miracle result. At least that's what I want to believe. Alright, full push. Let's see what we can make out of it. Look, a Slovakian is blocking the French. And let's see how you're doing. Second. Don't make me believe I'm second. Oh, I'm second. Great. Alright, let's slow down. I don't want to use too much stamina. Alright, and now boosts. I am not buying boosts yet because trust me, there will be trucks, but they'll be making it or breaking it for me. So we are not buying boosts, but I will be buying holding air on shooting just to make my life more miserable. We'll see how it goes. If I'm a bit too OP, then I'll be buying boosting as well. Right, I'm not sure if I need to push with this climb, but the heart rate has not gone down, so that's not great. Alright, stop dying. What? Okay. I have no idea how that happened. Alright, I don't think we can make up 11 seconds in these 10 seconds of the truck, but we see. I think 12, I think second is secure, to be honest. Let's see, I made it the finish line. Also, yeah, if the entire stamina bar drops, then you die. Literally. You're not gonna be able to continue too much further unless you are willing to wait like a minute or two. So, we don't want this to lose. And I'm second! Just 8 seconds behind Martin Fourcade and ahead of Eric Lesser. That's amazing, I guess. Probably couldn't want a better debut, though let's face it, with this I should not be even competing for a top 10. We're going to ignore that. But yeah, let's see. Ahitoivanen with 2, Hofer and Semenov are going to be slow in this carry mode by the looks of it. EF is going to be fast, though not shooting well. And somehow we have Moravec with 6, Garanchev with 6, and Kazar with 4, and 3 somehow even slower. I think what this one thing is realistic in the safe. So, before the pursuit, I'm actually going to exit the game. Oh my god, look at my bank account. I'm willing to be rich this season. Right, so before the second race, I'm actually going to exit the game because the game has a tendency of crashing in the second race and I don't want this to happen. So, see you in a second. Alright, the game has been reset and I'm loading back. If this happens to you that you're trying to load, just press enter a couple of times and then you'll be back in the carry selection screen. Alright, so back in my career mode save, finally, we're going to be playing the pursuit. Pursuits are a massacre, basically because you don't have stamina and you need to survive 5 laps. Look, second enemy, my fighting goes made up by 16 points, though my heart frequency dropped and condition dropped. Don't ask me how this works, I have no idea. And here goes Martin Fourcade. And here goes me. Let's see if we can actually make a miracle in this pursuit. I don't think we can. I think a top 5 is a position we can aim though. If I can make a 20 out of 20. That is. If not, then I do believe that we can still finish in a top 10. Because we do have a gap. I'm going to take the risk and not slow down into this uphill. And see if I can survive it. Jesus, how I am so slow. Yeah, also let me know if you want me to like play a season mode with women that will be in like an Excel spreadsheet and single race where stats actually do matter and are properly distributed between athletes. Alright, but for now it seems like we are doing just fine. Can I write like this? No. Oh, I am so slow. Oh, I am so slow. Last that already overtook me and Lessing will do so as well. Alright, I am willing to be Alright. Yes, push me a bit. Thank you, Racing. Yes, I am willing to go this slow on the uphills just to use as little stamina as physically as possible. Because I want as much of it for the late race as possible. Alright, Fourcade already has 25 seconds for me. He had like 8 on the start, so amazing! Alright, let's see. Racing is 25, was around 7 tenths ahead. Let's see how much ahead he entered the shooting port, I think it was called. I'm not sure. Oh, look, some people are glitching through the barriers. I guess they want to meet me so bad. Although Lessing is not really making up time ahead of me. So let's see, maybe it's not that bad. Alright, Fourcade began his shooting. I can speed up now because it will not inflict heart rate. And you can see some people are just starting. I think Kazar will start in a second. I think we will see this in the minimap. Yes, he did start, just about. But Forkat has one. Leicester has one. Oh! I don't know why they scream like that, don't ask me. Blessing is clean. Chapelin seems to be... No, one miss. It's with Toivana and fuck. Shemp. Oh, Toivana even does too. Shemp and the Undertaker are also clearing out the first shooting. So there will be some moving ups. I've been now close to Forkat again just because I was clean on the shooting. 4 seconds. It was like 25 at least ahead. Yes, the penalty rounds in this game are a bit brutal. Someone had a lot of misses, I don't know who. Oh, can we overtake Martin Forkat? No, we can't. The heart rate appears. I need to slow down. Oh my god. For a second, I believe we actually could have done it. Don't ask me why. And Lessing is actually third, so that's say good for him. And now I'm being dropped by Forkat, which I think is to be expected. Don't ask me why, but my RNG on every save that even test saves I sometimes did always have Norway absolutely nowhere. I'm going to push a little bit, just that we are not going at the walking pace up this climb. Lessing will overtake me, but Simon Champ is quite behind. Do he will overtake me even if I go on penalty? Lindström seems to be going to. Also, you can see here on the minimap, the last people are just begun their shooting, and Forkat is about to enter the shooting range. Actually, is he about? No, he is Kazar and he is Forkat. Alright, sorry, my bad. Yes, there are no lapped people in this game. They just get lapped and that's it. They are still going. They are still fighting for positions. They're just being a roadblock. You can see the speed difference. The people who are entering are going slow and people who have left are going really fast. Like, I don't know who was, I think Garanichev got absolutely blocked by, I think, a different Frenchman. I'm not sure about anymore. Right, Forkat, Lessing and me. It's just second shooting. Alright, I am clean. I think Forkat had one and Lessing will be clean. Alright. So it's basically the Eastern Central Eastern Europe battle today between the Estonia and the Pole. As Forkat goes into a penalty loop. I'll probably see him again though, let's face it. It's Martin Forkat after all, and he seems to have a good start RNG, so... And Lessing is literally up my ass, so... Yeah, just go, mate. I have the heart rate thing, but I can now start to push because there are 3 laps to go. So I can now start to take some risks. Forkat is 12 seconds behind, so that's a gap. Oh look, Lessing is getting blocked by Kazar. That's what I said, there are no lapped people in this game, so you need to overtake them, so they can be an absolute roadblock if they want to. Let's now speed up a bit. Gain some speed right before the descent, and alright, 10 seconds. That's... He made quite a dent on me, and Forkat is just 3 seconds behind, so he made up like 9 seconds in this section alone. And he's right up me. I'm so slow. It just feels like Ukalek's Lettermark simulator. I wonder if Lester will actually chase me down before the next shooting. So Lester is shooting here and he made a mistake. And now look, I think Lindström cannot get by Forkat and Kazar because they are both going slower because they are entering the shooting range. And they are also blocking. Forkat got absolutely chopped. Alright, I love the quickness of this game. Alright, we're shooting 3. I think Lester does have one. We see about me and Forkat. Alright, I'm clean. Oh, Forkat does too. But Lessing had enough time to just make a penalty loop. Amazing. Alright, So I like in the previous shooting I let ahead of him by 1 second, and now he's ahead of me by 2 seconds. So I think the win is out of question. He would need to make another penalty lap, and I would need to not lose this much time this time. And also take a shooting box near him and not on the other hand, because you saw how much time you actually lose by having to go to the ending shooting box instead of the earlier ones, because you can push. Just push on this uphill. Oh my god, it feels so great to actually go 16 counters an hour there and not 6. Oh look, Tareba has made it to the podium. I think I'm not sure anymore, because this thing can actually be wrong sometimes. I mean, most of the times. Oh yeah, no, it's Tareba, who's second, who's first. I mean, he'll be second when entering the shooting range because I'm slow as... Oh look, here he goes. Oh, I have a lot of stamina for the final lap. Oh my, I made a great nursing game. I know certain tracks like Hochwitzen that are an absolute mess just to even survive 1 lap, let alone 3. And I don't know, like Pursuit, but looks like Lessing and Bear are going to be taking these slots, and we are definitely not winning. And Lessing, yeah, we are not winning, Lessing was clean. I wonder if you overtake me by trying to leave the shooting range. So now let's see, Tareba. No, Tareba has a penalty lap. Alright, so we can fight Tareba for the second. Also, alright, so we made a 30 out of 30 today. Alright, great. Also, for those wondering, yes, shooting is similar to NGR when it comes to that you don't need to do a lot to shoot well. And you can hold breath, but I'm not holding breath just to make my life harder, because I want to suffer. My blessing is 16 seconds ahead, there's no way I'm making up this much time with this athlete. And Furkat is going even worse somehow. Now I said it, I already made up 2 seconds, and now I'm willing to fully push on this section because I have stamina. That's why I saved it, just to have it for the last lap, because I know that you can suffer on the last lap if you are not clean. I'm going to push here, and no, I'm not making up enough time. It's still 11 seconds, so I'll need to be like 4. Let's see, can I finish up strong? I'm going to use up all of my push. Alright, actually this will be a very close finish, I did not expect that. Yeah, we win. Yeah, I think I will be banning pushing because it's a bit too OP. Just look how much time I managed to make up because of it. Alright, so yeah, next episode we are definitely not pushing and not holding her. If I'm still too clean, I'm going to also increase my mouse intensity, but that's a different topic. And we won, but let's take only this one penalty loop. Jesus. Tareba and Undertaker Project, in fact. Furkat somehow did 6 penalty laps today. I have no idea how he cracked so badly. Toivonen did 9. Alright, that's something else with Iliev. Lindström had 10. Amazing. And we had 4 people who are disqualified. Yes, this is also a quick of this game. Some people just get disqualified from pursuits because the game feels like it. You can't really do anything about it, so. Right, and so we have a shit ton of money. I think I'll be doing some trainings. Maybe attempt an exhibition, and of course do something from relax. So that's what a very interesting. You can also look more details, which is a very neat idea, I think. And we can see the odd points system. Oh my god, I completely forgot how much points have changed in over time. Alright, I think that will be it for today's episode. Let me know if you want anything to change. I think I'll be definitely changing the pushing because it was a bit OP. Jesus, I have 76 fight goals, and now I know why it's so OP. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. I was Kai, and I'll see you next time.